Hey, what's up, everybody? Just letting a few people get on here live. I just want to share something that's going to help you in your life, in your business, help you make more money. Something that you might not think would have the kind of impact that it really has. And what it is it's your ability to communicate with others in your life. I want to tell you a story. This just happened to me today. Is I was stressing out about what I was going to do next in my business. And I had this whole idea, but I was stuck, and I've been stuck for almost 2 weeks trying to come up with an idea. This happens. No matter how much success you have, you still have moments of getting stuck like that. And the solution was I had a sit-down conversation with my wife for 30 minutes where I talked about why I was feeling stuck. We just had a newborn baby. There's a lot of shifting that's happened in our lives in the last 4 months, ways of doing things. And I was stuck because I had assumed things about how we had structured our life, structured our family, how she wanted me to do things, and how it would affect our business as well as our family. And for me, I want to spend a ton of time with our family. I want to spend a ton of time with my son. I want to spend a ton of time with her. I want to help her out with things. But I also got a business that pays multiple 6, almost 7 figures that I got to keep growing. And so I was stuck because I was actually avoiding having the conversation with her. And so the root lesson in this is you might have some conversations in your life, some tough conversations. It was not the easiest conversation, but it was worth it to have. And by having those worth it conversations that you might be avoiding, you literally could save yourself hours and days of struggle because you're assuming what another person might think or feel, and then you're operating and making decisions through a lens that isn't even based on truth. It's based on something that you made up in your head. And this happens often. This even happens in sales interactions. This happens when dealing with clients. This happens when dealing with employees. And so this is just a huge tip to share with you, is that if you don't know the answer to something, don't assume that you do. Instead, talk about it. Have the hard conversation. By the way, you might not always be received the first time you have the conversation. I've tried to have a similar conversation with my wife before, but I came at it with emotion. I came at it with fear. I came at it with worry. Didn't go well. But this time I decided, you know what? I'm going to be confident. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be joyful. And I'm just going to share what I'm feeling and see what she's feeling. And by doing that, by actually having that connection, and this will apply with your, not just your family relationships, not just your spousal relationships, your friendships, things that go on at church, at home, in business. It all hinges on communication. You want to know the biggest thing in business? Sales is communication. Your ability to communicate with other people with your mouth, to say hard things, and to not shake in your boots, and to be assertive. Assertive isn't aggressive, by the way. I was very assertive in our conversation. But my wife felt honored. She didn't feel like I was being aggressive. Trust me, if I show up with an aggressive energy, my wife's like, I ain't having none of that. I love that she'll call me out on that. She's willing to, because she wants to have connection, not just somebody telling her what we're gonna do, not just her telling me what we're gonna do either, but a two-way street. And that's what most people want. That's what most people want. They just want to be understood. Now, I was talking with a client today. She had a conflict with one of her clients. And I said, at the end of the day, you can't control other people, but you can control yourself. And you can control how you respond in the situation. You can control how you show up. And so this is one of the biggest things that I found as a coach, as a mentor, as a trainer. And I've also been a consultant in a number of different companies. I wish I knew what I know now 5 years ago. I say this all the time. If I did, I know my bank account would be bigger than it is right now. But you know what? Thank God I learned it now. And I learned how to interact with a lot of different personalities with people. And that's something that you're going to have to learn. If you're a coach, if you're a trainer, if you're a mentor, is how to interact and communicate verbally with a wide range of people. But you want to know what? There's a truth that I used to buck and I used to fight, is your business results stem from the relationships at home. They really do. And I can tell you right now, to this day, at this moment in time, as I have improved myself, my relationship with my wife, our business has grown. One of the greatest ROIs in my business, two things: going to therapy, working with a therapist, growing past the triggers that I've had so they don't stop me, and then learning how to communicate well with my wife. And I'm not an expert at it. We're getting better every single day. But I'll tell you, it has paid dividends in our business. And trust me, she likes it when the bank account goes up. We both do. So I just hope this encourages you, if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, if you're a mentor, on something that might be an unlock for you that's going to help you make more money. We'll talk soon, everybody. Have a good one.